If you're watching this, it's because something in your life has reached a point where surface-level fixes no longer work. You've read the books, tried the habits, repeated the affirmations, but the same patterns keep pulling you back into fear, distraction, anger, procrastination, comparison, temptation, or the urge to control everything around you. Those patterns aren't random. They are ancient, and they have names. In my book, Awaken Your Shadow, I write that your shadow is not the part of you that disqualifies you. It is the part of you that was drafted into serving a destiny that was never yours. The 7 devils are the spiritual forces that drafted those parts of you, not as monsters hiding in the dark, but as distortions of the needs God placed inside you. Each devil twists a legitimate human need. Mammon twists your need for security until you fear not having enough. Asmodeus twists your need for excitement until desire becomes self-betrayal. Belphegor twists your need for independence until perfectionism freezes you in procrastination. Azazel twists your need for connection until hurt turns into anger and resentment. Beelzebub twists your need for validation until your life becomes one long distraction. Leviathan twists your need for understanding until comparison steals your clarity. Lucifer twists your need for transcendence until perfectionism convinces you that you must become your own God. And beneath all of them lives the 8th force, the shadow self, where every distortion converges into controlling behavior, spiritual pride, and the quiet belief that if you don't hold everything together, it will all fall apart. These devils shape your finances, your relationships, your emotional triggers, your discipline, your purpose, and your faith. Christian mystics understood this long before psychology did. Jung would call them archetypal shadows. Scripture calls them principalities. I call them the machinery behind the curtain. And you feel them every day in very practical ways. The money anxiety that wakes you at night, the temptation you keep returning to, the projects you never start, the arguments that leave you drained, the mental fog that keeps you from hearing God, the pressure to be flawless, the burden of pretending you have it all under control. But here's the truth. Every devil you face has already been assigned a counterforce by heaven, a virtue that restores the distorted need, an archangel that governs that dimension of growth, a higher self that represents the version of you God intended, a contract of incarnation that shows where the battle plays out in your life, a principle of natural law that reveals how transformation actually works. This series will take you into each devil, not to frighten you, but to free you, to show you the exact shadow self they activate, the sin they distort, the virtue that rewires you, and the prayer that realigns you with Christ. Not as abstract theology, but in the daily places you feel it most: money, desire, discipline, relationships, focus, confidence, purpose. If you're ready, begin with the next video, Introduction to Mammon, the Devil of Financial Scarcity. Watch the entire playlist in order, starting with Introduction to Your 7 Spiritual Selves, and let each step rebuild the parts of you that the world and the shadow tried to fracture. You're standing at the beginning of your ungoverning, and it begins with understanding your true enemies.